up, everybody? I am completely uncensored.
With or without
Oh
Lou, with
With
or
or
without
without
Lou,
you.
Mel can't live. He's shutting the
That
window because I was gonna smoke.
this
Just
might be the
start the.
greatest opening in history.
Give me 2 minutes. Start the show.
Do it. Oh, you want me to start? Got it. Yes, I'll do that too. Welcome to Monk and Lou's Happy Hour. I am sitting in the dark. My light's unplugged. I'll fix that shortly. Thank you for joining us. It is 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern, and this is the happy hour for UFC Vegas 82. I am Monk. Lou is right below me. He just finished another show. He did props to consider, and then
My
maybe
mic's on. Hot mic.
hot mic. So he's probably in makeup right now, getting ready again. Jared in the chat, Kristen in the chat. What is going on, everybody? We're getting into it. Daz in the chat as well. Happy tree friends. Exactly. We can hear Lou's rumblings, but I don't know exactly what's going on.
Paper if you can, hid.
Looks like an orange on a toothpick. Apex Mania 82. Yeah, the Bay City Rollers. Exactly. Guys, do yourself a favor and watch So I Married an Axe Murderer. Just do it. It's terrible, but it's great at the same time.
She's a fine little filly.
Yeah, I'm just going to say something super quick while Lou's getting ready. I am going to be taking a break from content, not this show. I will be doing the happy hour every week. I'll be doing the Pub Sports radio show every week. There's a card. But my personal channel, I'm taking a break. Honestly, I'm burnt out doing the same videos every week. The way I like to do it, it takes me about 9 to 10 hours. I'm having a hard time finding it. I'm procrastinating more and more, and I'm just finding excuses not to do it. That means it's getting stale. I'm going to change it up. So I think I'm going to shift more to the betting and prop side of things. I'm doing a ton of data entry right now, just hours and hours of data entry, getting it ready, hopefully for the new year. But I'm not completely giving up on the DFS. I'm still going to be doing some of that stuff. Probably give you a video like best picks. Still love playing cash lineups, doing that. But I need to get into the prop betting and stuff like that so I can try to compete with the king of props, Lou Betya. So if you don't see any videos from me on my channel, that is why. I am not dead. My heart's still beating. I'm not going to stop doing this show because I love it. I love Lou, love the chat, and I'm not going to stop doing Pub Sports radio show either. So just a little heads up there. And while Lou's finishing up, I will go ahead and kick us off.
No, you're gonna. Oh, no.
Rewind.
No.
Rewind.
Hold on. And more importantly, dude, thank God I've been waiting to fucking do this all week. Leroy Jenkins. Thank you.
He did mischief. You get it.
I said that before he said, please do the Leroy.
You
I
did.
was waiting.
You've been ahead of things this entire week, to be completely honest.
I just want to say that, like, I get everything Monk's saying. His work is like not universally loved because, and the biggest reason is because Monk is not an internet whore who's like, give me 20 likes and I'll fucking do this. Dude, Monk does, and I am not some shill that ever cares. Monk does legit. I wouldn't work with Monk if I didn't think he did good work. Monk does fucking excellent work. And you bitches, not in the chat, you bitches that are never watching the show, which makes it awesome. Like, don't fucking get it. He works with a dude on another channel, which I won't mention. By the way, I'll do it one more time. The Leroy.
You can if you want. It doesn't matter.
No, I won't. But
you don't have to.
All I know is, you know what? It's different about him versus Monk. You're boring. You're boring, Mr. Niper S. You're boring, and you don't make me want to watch your shit.
He has his moment. He does. He's broken out of the shell I thought existed. It probably didn't, but
and then last thing,
moments for sure.
And then last thing is Dev. Since you're here, Dev, you like pieced out a mushrooms chat. We made a comment. Mushrooms is something like friend of Lou's Chris Curtis.
Oh
yeah. By the way, go check out Dev, dude. Dev's good. I'm happy to promote Dev.
Absolutely,
Dev. If you're listening, if you're still here listening, and not just promoting. Mushrooms is something about like Chris Curtis being friend of the channel. I'm like, if there's one dude that hates Chris Curtis more than me, it's fucking Dev.
No way. That person exists.
Oh, Dev? Dude, Dev, you're free to say something in chat. I could put up on screen. Literally, I mean, Dev. I don't know if Dev hates him more. It's tied. Like
handicap match, 2v1. Let's go.
I don't
Make
know
it
if
happen.
Dev's any bigger than me. I think me and Dev versus Curtis is fair.
I agree. That's what I'm saying.
I think, but Dev, like, if anybody hates Curtis more than me, it's fucking Dev, dude. Like, he fucking hates, like, he hates
Well,
Curtis.
the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
He that's not Mushroom, just to show him.
Mushroom in the chat.
Oh shit! He's cool with him. Well, I'm not cool with him. I'm not cool with him. I'm not cool with him until I fight him.
All right. Well, I'll be your manager. I won't get in the ring, but I'll pass you the brass knucks.
Now, before we start, and we'll finish on a good note. What are you thankful for as we get to Thanksgiving, sir?
Well, honestly, and it's pretty easy to tell. This is my favorite show of the week. So honestly, I'm thankful for the chat. I'm thankful for the guys at the MMA Engine, Brady, Wheezy. But honestly, and I'm not just saying this because Lou's here, I am thankful for Lou Betya. Honestly, he's the most fun guy to do content with, to chat with outside of content, just to like wake up and see what he's texted me, what kind of news is broke, anything that you can think of. So honestly, Lou Betya, I am thankful for you. I'm honestly thankful for the community as well. Thank you, chat. Like I said, I'm not stopping content because of chat. It's just the grind is getting to me. So I'm thankful to be able to pivot and do something else as well. Thankful for the new year to get started, to keep the happy hour rolling. That is my main thing. Honestly, again, I'm going to say it again. It's my favorite show of the week, and it's not even close. And I like all the other shows I do. So Lou's a big part of that. So mostly I'm thankful for you, Lou. What about you? What about you, man?
I'm thankful that in a week I've made it to 46. It seems incomprehensible. It must be all this diet and exercise.
Exactly.
That's led me here.
Jim Fix. That's you.
I don't know. I'm thankful that in a year and a half plus of doing this, and we're not the biggest show. And more importantly, I don't give a fuck. I like that, like, the core of you that watch the show literally know this is the most different, unique fucking show you're going to get. You get DFS advice. That's awesome. You get me being a raging lunatic. But what's most important, and I'm just going to stress this, and I'm not going to blow anybody up by saying this, you're getting actual honest people. And I find that to be very rare. You're not getting people that are like, yeah, this is fucking comedy, dude. Like, you should have heard what the fuck I said last night.
You broke Cosby impressions. Rudy.
Dude, Guru needs therapy after my show last night. Like, I ruined that kid. If you're a fan of us, it means you're a fan of Brady and Wheezy, because we're a family here. The four of us, they have Patreons. I don't. They have the best Patreons because you're paying them for the work they do. It's for honest, legitimately good people. You know, I know Monk's not like a gambler like the three of us. We all are like having great years.
2024, baby.
Dude, Brady's having like a sick year. Like, dude, I'm 17%.
You guys are fucking killing it.
Dude, I'm 17% ROI and Brady has a better record than me. Like, it's crazy. But like, all of us are honest. We do good content. We care about you guys. We're not doing tweets where it's like, give me 500 fucking likes and I'll do a video. Like, dude, we're just happy to do it. Like, we love it. I've had times I didn't want to do content anymore. Monk's going through like, but we keep doing it because like Monk and I just genuinely like doing this fucking show, dude. Like, and we love that you guys are in the chat. And is it time for CLD so I can do it one more time? Is it time, Monk?
He's not the first fight of the night.
He is. Well, Tapology says he is, or did they move it?
They changed it in the last 3 hours.
They might have. Hold on. Let me see.
You can wait. You can do it now.
Oh, motherfucker. They did change it.
And it's number 6. So you can do it now, and then it'll be a nice intermission.
No, because I realized that we get the rare mix of Mischief getting me doing Leroy Duncan and you doing his opponent's name with your fucking pinky out.
This is the best.
This is like the ultimate. It's like the ultimate. Do we have to bet it like against each other?
We have to.
I'll lay you odds. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, because
I can't do it straight up. It's not fair for you.
I will need them. With that said, and guys, hopefully you are thankful for a bunch as well in the chat as we go into the Thanksgiving week. We are thankful that maybe it looks like, I can't tell from this angle, Charles Johnson shaved the back of his head. I can't tell.
He did.
He did. Well, I'm thankful for that as well. He's taking on Rafael Estevam. Let's see, minus 150 on Estevam, plus 130 on Johnson, minus 200 fight goes the distance, plus 160 does not. Very close salaries on DraftKings. Lou, why don't you get us started for UFC Vegas 82? I mean, a guy's got jiu-jitsu tattooed on him, for God's sake.
So he's solid. Yeah, by the way, I'm still like energetic, man. Like I'm still good to like break down everything.
And you've been busting your ass this week.
Well, really just like today. But I was lazy the rest of the fucking week. But I want to go over, like, more importantly, like why I like the bets and why I don't. And by the way, shout out to my boy. Stop.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. Shout out to my boy Jared Curry. Like, I talk NFL shit with him all the time, and he supports all of us. And he supports Targaryen, and like he like I'm on a mission to break Wheezy every time. He's on a mission to break Targaryen, and like I support this fucking mission. And he broke him last night with the Bear Jew verse, or the man bear Jew verse.
What's that?
Well, Man Bear Jew, or like from South Park.
South Park.
Right. So he started talking about the Bear Jew verse. And Targaryen's like, oh my god, if this fight gets to like round 4, like he's gonna enter the Bear Jew verse. And that's a dark and scary place. Dude, there was like the Ogden verse. So today I'm like, what does the Poodle verse look like? He goes, I hope the fuck she wrestles. I'm like, yeah, I hope so.
Right.
So look, man, I like Estevam in this spot. And do I think there's like a lot of questions about his cardio? Yeah. Here's what I know. Like, only go on shit I know, right? Johnson's career in the UFC, I know Dev's in here. So, like, if Dev wants to comment on this, I'd be interested. I know there's content. I know Mushroom's in here, too. I think I do it a little differently than a lot of people. But, like, when I cap, I try to eliminate fights, like, from my capping.
Yep.
Like, because everybody's like, Charles Johnson's defense is terrible. The takedown defense is terrible. It's like, okay. Durden is, like, an elite wrestler. Makayev is like an elite wrestler. So it's like, yeah, he got taken down like 74 times in 2 fights. How can I really rate that here? Like, And then like Jimmy Flick, I can't rate that fight either because Jimmy Flick is already in the ring to my left. Like, that's what he is. So like, okay, so Johnson's other 2 fights that were like lined kind of close to this, or Ode Osborne, where he gassed, and Ode Osborne was on short notice, making a return to the UFC. And Zalgas, where I don't think he won that fight. Like, I don't think Charles Johnson fights a style that's good for the judges. I don't think he's high volume. And if I want to make it, like, better, look, you're DFS. So, like, obviously Durden and Makayev in those fights is, like, it's gold.
Mm-hmm.
And here's where Estevam isn't gold. Estevam, unlike those 2, actually have striking. His good kicks, pretty good fists. He uses his range well. But more importantly, when he takes a guy down, he's not like, I know this isn't good for DFS, Monk. I get it. He's not like instantly taking you down and going for a mat return. Like, he's not spamming takedowns.
Mm-hmm.
He gets you down, is immediately like fucking throwing hammers. And what's up, Zach? I think Estevam like is going to win all the optics here. And they're like, oh, he doesn't have 15 minutes of cardio. Well, if he has 10 minutes of cardio, he wins this fight because Johnson ain't finishing him. So I like Estevam. I think the line's decent. Look, he botched the weight cut, but like he's Brazilian. So that's kind of like pledging. I think it's like fine. Like you can't get like the super drugs until you miss a weight cut.
It's like in Goodfellas where little Henry gets pinched.
They're like, congratulations. Here's the actual drugs we use in this gym. And he's like, all right. They're like, here's the shit that like fucking guy that lost to Manel Kopp took.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Right. Here's Elvis. This is called the Elvis Brenner. Just give me.
We didn't even dye his hair. It made his hair grow.
Give me your left butt cheek. This is called the Elvis Brenner.
Yeah, I agree. And while he doesn't, spam takedowns like you said, while that may not be good for DraftKings, what is good is repeated hammer fist, significant strikes over and over while in a control time position. That is fantastic. So I will take that. Yeah, I don't have too much more to say
No,
about
you
this
have to
one.
have a lot to say this show because
This
not even a
fight.
break. No, because there's 14 fights, dude. You need to fucking do your job. Dude, this isn't like some bullshit 10-fight card. There's 14 fights.
Well, look. Well, then
bitch,
you play Estevam. Play Estevam.
Bitch, no. This isn't good enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You've a guy at 8,200. What percentage are you getting to? Here, I'm making you do something every fight. I'm making you earn your zero pay.
How dare you?
I'm going to make you do something. I think this is just going to earn your.
I welcome it.
If people are watching this doing a 150 max, we're just going to talk about the favorites, unless you think the dogs, whatever. How much would you get to Estevam in a 150 max? That's what I want. I think that helps the people. Got to give the people what
You're
they
right.
want.
And you know what? I'll even fill out a thing to where it'll even add up to 600.
This also makes Brady look like an asshole
at the end. So the average, yeah, exactly. I don't have average ownership, 13% average ownership for Charles Johnson. I'll probably be around that 15%. In fact, I'm going to lock that 15% in right now. I figure Estevam, with the botch weight cut, it's his debut. He'll be in the 20s. I want to be over that. So 150 max, I'm going 33%. 33%. I'm going big on Rafael Estevam. I'm thinking ground game, like you said, ground and pound, while in a control time position, double points, baby. Add that
starting
shit
the
up.
night off. And starting the night off is always like everybody's so fucking nervous to take that first fight.
Yep. Well, this one is one that I like, and I just like it from the Estevam side. Hold on, give me 1 second. When he beat Jimmy Flick, Johnson scored 113, but Jimmy Flick sucks. And when he beat Jalgis, he scored 82. So yeah, 52 without the bonus if he would have lost. So I'm not too excited about Johnson here.
I scored 93 against Flick at the bar.
Yeah, exactly. And Big Buck Hunter. I saw about.
He was like so drunk after 2 beers. I got 93. I got 70, and I just spammed takedowns on him when he was fucking
easy.
I'm like,
easy.
Mat return, and I landed one shot. Like
easy.
I'm like, he was like tipping off his stool. I'm like, yeah, buddy, bang. Like bang. I got credit for a knockdown. It's crazy.
That's huge. He did pretty well.
I don't think DFS. I hit a lot less hard than dude. I'm not. And again, anybody watching the show, I'm not denigrating like fucking fighters. I'm not saying they're not like the best athletes. I'm saying, do I hit harder than Charles Johnson? Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, like, I don't know, man. I've been in a lot of fucking fights in my life. And the one thing I can do is land a shot.
There you go.
I mean, I'm swinging from like I'm like my shoes are on the ground. Like it's like George Jetson, like fucking like you see like the smoke and all that crap. Like this is not technical. It's me like, can I launch?
Right, you're reaching from the backyard. Well, one of us is frozen. There we go.
If you want to steal my Ogden thing here, that's cool. I'm smoking a cigarette. As long as you can hear me, that's fine.
I don't remember what your Ogden thing is.
Oh, it's from oh, yes, you do.
I'm sure I do. At the moment, guys. I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna steal that. Yeah, Nicholas Mata taking on Trey Ogden, -120. Fight doesn't go -1, so it's basically a pick 'em to go the distance or not, and it's basically a pick 'em for the money line. Nicholas Mata, the slight favorite, ever so slight on DraftKings as well. And yeah, we're taking stands. I'm taking Nicholas Mata, guys. We've got a guy in Mata that where's my stats here? He knocks people out, and Trey Ogden never been knocked out. Then we've got a guy in Trey Ogden that subs people. Nicholas Mata only been subbed once in the career of Jesus, dude. I am just all over the place in his professional career. Stop it. I'm a professional, Lou. I'm taking Nicholas Mata, man. I just think that he hits hard, and if he could just find Ogden, I think he scores better on DraftKings in a win than Trey Ogden does. Trey Ogden scoring not even 65 points against Zell Huber. But other than that, Jordan Levitt doesn't hit hard. Ignacio Bahamondes doesn't hit hard with his hands anyways. So I'm taking Mata, taking a little bit of a stand on this one, not playing it in cash. And where's my thing? What are we doing for percentages here? Where is it? Oh, neither one of them have average ownership for some reason. Let's see. Nicholas Mata, I'm putting him at like 20 to 25%. Easy. At 8,300, that's going to be an easy 20 to 25%. Trey Ogden, I'm thinking like 15. Easy in the house. Easy. Actually, I'm thinking we're going to go 14% on Trey Ogden. What do you got on this one? Because I know what you got on this one.
You got our guy Nandalal. Happy holidays, my man. This is a good dude too. He's supportive of the community. Okay,
absolutely.
So this joke was too good not to use again because you're using the same picture. So for you guys that are watching, you know Uncle Lou's, he's not right. This Trey Ogden, he has the face of somebody who like he's married, but he's got a side piece, and then he just got news that his side piece may or may not be his daughter. and this ain't like Maury Povich level, like you are the father. This is like he's been tortured for 10 years. Monk understood the reference. It's from the movie Old Boy, which was remade with Josh Brolin and Samuel Jackson and Tennant. But yeah, I'm just a fucked up dude.
So
I think the summary of the parts is I'm a fucked up dude, and this was the joke. Okay, so
this conversation happened at 10 in the morning.
Dude, he knows, man. Of course, knows.
All the best ones know. All the best ones know.
Dude, I just so you guys know, Guru from Chronic Combat needs like not just therapy, but like 24-hour team.
Seen that movie? Because if he hasn't seen it and he watches it, he's gonna need it after that.
He needs like team treatment in Vienna, like around the clock with the best fucking doctors ever. I broke that kid so spectacularly last night. Okay, so this fight, I'm just gonna tell you, don't bet this fight. In fact, I'm gonna tell you, Monk, don't roster this fight. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Not at all.
Have 0% of this fight.
Old Boy, Prince of Mischief, the Korean version. Watch the original Korean version, then watch the American.
I mean, we're just like read it on Wikipedia. Like you don't have to like watch.
No, watch it. No, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. Don't spoil it. You gotta.
Here's what I don't. Now I'm just telling you this from 900 years of gambling. Like when I remember betting on like wheel versus fucking square. All right.
You bet square, you son of a bitch. I knew you were.
I did. Dude, I am the worst gambler. I had three units on square being like a fucking thing. And then Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer made fucking wheel a thing and fucking dick. He's just a caveman. He's just a caveman. So here's what I don't get. And I talk with Big Steve. I talk with Little Steve, who is his like armadillo. I don't know, man. But like you look at this line and you look at this fight, and Mata should be 250. Like, really, he should be a massive favorite. And not only is he not, yeah, this is like my favorite tweet of all time, apparently. Like, because like this is like Hogan Andre was like the immovable object against the unstoppable force. This is like literally the fucking opposite. But this line hasn't moved, man. There's no resistance one way or the other. This line has not fucking. And why? The answer is, yeah, Lady Vengeance movie is really good too.
Oh,
they're actually all three are good.
Oh,
so why hasn't this line moved? And I'm going to tell you why. Instinctively, I think it hasn't moved. I feel like somebody fucking knows something that we don't know. I feel like something like Clint bet Ogden. And I talked to Clint like, yesterday about this. And I'm like, are you betting like privately? I'm like, are you betting this because you just like your radar is up? And he goes, 100%. He goes, it's not even capping like how I think the result is. He goes, it's the same thing. It's like, dude, why isn't Mata? Like, we're all wondering, why isn't Mata like a massive favorite? Somebody knows something that we don't know. This is like a suspect line. I don't say sus because I'm fucking 45. For now, this is the last time you bitches will see me at 45. Next time you see me on camera, I'll be 46. And usually,
why not bet Ogden then?
Because he has the look
only minus 110. I mean, I play him in DFS
because to me, there's a chance that Chris Hansen gets in the cage and says, "Have a seat over here, sir." So if you have to bet this fight, and I'm telling you, please do not bet this fucking fight. Yeah, Mata KO is very public. It's very public. It's incredibly public. And I don't care about this Ogden's ever been KO'd shit. Dude, he's facing guys like Jordan Levitt. Like, I ain't fucking, whatever. I think this is like a really weird fight to just bet the split decision, dude. You're going to get like, with this fight doesn't go line, I'm going to look it up because DraftKings didn't have it earlier, but it's probably plus 450 if I had to guess. Okay. Oh, I'm advocating. Okay. I'm advocating do not bet this fucking fight. 550. Jesus. 550 split decision. I'm telling you, this is me knowing, having instincts, like knowing that there's something that we don't know here. Pre-existing injury. I don't fucking know, dude. But I know enough to not bet Mata here. So if you have to bet this fight, meme split, like, just fucking do it. And like, here, I'll tell you what Ogden's split is, because like 1,200. Mata's 1,100. Ogden's 1,200. Go against. Oh, finally, he, dude.
I've been waiting.
No, finally, Lou. Like the Lou's have united. Like I fucking love Lou's. So, dude, I see anytime I see a tweet of like a gorgeous woman, 90% of the time I know the comment underneath it is Lucis Soul. Like I know it. and it has the word starched asshole in it or like something awesome. Lou, if you guys aren't following Lou, he's tremendous. I don't love everything he posts. Tremendous follow. He's like the Mug Shorties of like dudes. He's
there. You go. Perfect.
I'm telling you, like I know my instincts here, dude, and I know that my instincts say stay away. So if my instincts say stay away and I can't bet the other side, split.
There we go. You heard it here first.
Oh God.
Next fight. Khabib Nurmagomedov taking on Lucy Pudilova, minus 178 for Khabib, plus 153 for Lucy, minus 250. Fight goes to decision, 86 and 7,600. Why don't you start us off here with the Dagestani taking on Lucy Pudilova?
Well, since Lucy Soul's in the chat, I think it's important to mention that like you have one chick on OnlyFans and you have one chick that looks like she might have been like the fired programmer from OnlyFans. Like, man.
The Mary Lynn Reichkub of the UFC.
Oh, she's Gail the Snail.
Gail the Snail, man. That's what I'm saying. Gail the Snail.
Dude, I don't want to assault her. No, it's of course not. You never want to assault the snail. And also Chloe from 24. She's had some good roles.
She was great in 20. No, she's great. Mr. Show.
We may have to bring this up. We may have to bring this up later because I was like a big Mr. Show. And I know like Paul Tompkins. Yeah, we've talked. You know I know Paul Tompkins. It's like my former neighbor.
Oh, that's right, dude. How did I forget that?
That's my fucking dude. That's my fucking like literal friend is Paul Tompkins. Okay. If you're fucking parlaying Eileen Perez in this economy, well, actually, the only way to play her is probably parlaying. So maybe let me take that back. I don't like Eileen Perez at all. Like I can't stand her. I think that no, the mashing it.
You're mashing it.
You're mashing it. I love like we might have like 4 people that give a shit, but like they're all fucking great. Eileen Perez is like really good at spamming takedowns. Like you saw it against Ashley Evans Smith. but like, I'm not sold on her cardio being great. Pudilova, I mean, she's working on her takedown defense. Her striking is way better, like 1,000,000% better. It's not even fucking close on the feet. I think this line is crazy. I think Perez should probably be 130. So I have a small poke on Pudilova round 3 plus 2,500 for the culture. And I think Pudilova is the side. I really do.
She's the match of the week.
If Perez can't get takedowns, how does this fight look? And like anybody crucifying Pudilova for like whatever, first of all, her strength of schedule is like, insane. Like she's fought like way better. But even like the Edwards fight, which she won, and everybody was like, oh my God, she got robbed.
Yeah, that was bad.
Dude, I know people like don't love Jocelyn Edwards, and Edwards is like kind of an asshole, like boring to watch. One thing Edwards is the reason she's boring to watch is because she's really good at like not getting hit, like rolling punches. Dude, Pudilova like totally out striking her. Like Pudilova's striking's pretty good. And what was it, Wu Yunan fight? Like she broke Brady's like, dude, she like viciously fucking took her down, and, like fucked her up. I think that's in play here, man. I think Pudilova is like just a way better mixed martial artist. And like, I just don't get the love for Perez, man. Like, dude, Ashley Evans Smith was retiring, hadn't fought, got taken down, did nothing, and like Perez could do shit. And every time she got hit, it was like, ugh. I think Pudilova like, and Pudilova's cardio is good. Like, she's not gonna like, I don't know, man. I like Pudilova here. The round 3 is hilarious, and like, I'm like, I don't know, man. Also, like, because I'm a journalist, like Bobby the Brain Heenan. I did, and Lou will respect this. I did research on like the whole OnlyFans shit. Terrible, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but roast beef.
Oh no,
is roast beefs is what I thought, and that's fine if you're roast beefs. I mean, Arby's has been very successful, but they don't fight, and they don't do OnlyFans. And to me, just keep the roast beef at like Arby's, and not OnlyFans, and not. Look, dude, I did a bunch of shows this week. I'm trying to do new material, but I didn't say this on any other show because Guru would have been like, had to run to his mom and been like, I don't know what this means. So I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna spoil this. Also, we're not gonna see any twerking on this card.
Oh,
we're gonna go 0 for twerk.
0 for twerk. Well, yeah, we could. I'm gonna play a little bit of both sides of this one because the finishing potential.
You have to.
You
almost. By the way, this is one of these fights. You can't play Pudilova because she's not going to score well. Like Perez will score well. Like I get it.
Right. I think Pudilova could score well if Perez has no cardio and the striking's there for Pudilova. Maybe she gets dropped or something. But yeah, Perez obviously for the takedown upside, but this is a super low level women's MMA fight where one person is almost a -200 favorite. Pudilova, yeah, should have 2 wins in a row. Instead, she's 1-4 because of some judges. But I'm not playing this one in cash. Just play a little bit of both sides for GPPs, and we'll keep it moving. Lucas Alexander minus like 500 at this point? Question mark? Plus 395. Jeka Seregi minus 240 fight doesn't go. Plus 185 does go. Huge favorite for Mug Shoddy. Shout out. Huge favorite for Lucas Alexander. 9,300. 6,900 for Jeka Seregi. And I'll start this one out. I'm only playing one side of this, and it's the Jeka Seregi side. I mean, what is Lucas Almeida doing at minus 500? What's he doing at 9,300? This is completely insane. Just because Jeka Seregi, just because Anshul Jubilee lost to a guy that barks at people, now we get Jeka Seregi at plus 400. So I already know what Lou's going to say. I'm excited for him to say it. But yeah, I'm pulling for the underdog here. I'm playing him in DraftKings. I'm avoiding this one in cash games completely. But for GPPs, I'm playing Jacob Saregi, and I probably won't be playing much of Lucas Alexander, to be completely honest. He scored 76 points against a retiring Steven Peterson. Isn't that the fight that Steven Peterson retired after? I'm pretty sure that he did, and he scored 76
retired after
points.
he couldn't pay his bar tab.
Yeah, 76 points in that one. He was 6,800 against Anderson Brito. He was 75 against Peterson, and now he's 9,300. So I don't know. Yeah, please tell me how you're parlaying Lucas Alexander this week, and so I can laugh at you. Yeah, give me Jacob Saregi for GPP tournaments, and maybe you guys can try to read Lucas Alexander's tattoo while we wait for Lou Betya. I got nothing else really on this one. We should just sit here in silence and wait for him.
Jesus Christ. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Kind of barely. We heard the microphone take a tumble. That's what we heard.
All right, I'm just gonna waste that cigarette. That's fine. I'll be right back in a second. There's no, in this economy, there's no fucking way that Lucas Alexander, who has no takedown defense, should be minus 500 against.
Right.
Him. So saying that, inherently, Jacob should be the side.
Right.
Jacob lost to Couch Warriors fucking boy Jubilee. So this line is all fucking whack.
Right.
I'm not betting it yet. But
really?
I'm interested in the Jacob sub at 20-1.
Wait, the sub is 20? I thought you said round 3.
Round 3 is 80-1.
Oh.
So, I mean, for the memes.
Oh my God.
And the fact that Narco was like, you better off donating. So Narco said, you're better off donating your money. And I'm like, oh, to the Red Cross? like your boy Tajik? Oh, to the Red Cross? So Narco sends me a message. He's like, just don't bet it. I'm like, bitch, $10 is nothing to me. I make that in a week. Fucking tell me what to do. Why can't? So look, inherently, and look, we're not the Lambo show. We don't give 7 props a fight. I'm busting Tim's balls. All due respect. They're never watching this, but like all due respect.
Easy. Never bring up Jamal Emmers ever.
If you're giving me a dude who has a known deficiency in takedown defense, like Lucas Alexander does, like a known problem in his career.
It is known. Against
a guy in Jacob who, like, dude, you know why he lost to Jubilee? Because Jubilee was a better grappler. Jacob showed grappling.
Wasn't barking.
Dude, Jacob showed grappling. Everybody's like, oh man, his jiu-jitsu is terrible, whatever. You give me a guy that goes for takedowns against a guy who can't stop takedowns, and he's 4-1. Inherently, he's the side. I'm just going to say this. If you want a DraftKings punt, you could do worse. Because if he gets a takedown in the first round, he's getting you what at worst? 30, 25. Mm-hmm. Okay. And what if Alexander gasses, dude? If you're going to give me a guy who goes for takedowns versus a guy who can't stop takedowns, I look at the sub prop no matter what. Like, immediately. 20-1. Again, this is a bonkers price for a guy who can go for takedowns against a guy who can't stop takedowns. It is an absolute absurd price. I'm betting the round 3, and if this hits, Monk, you know I don't brag.
That's true.
You guys in chat know I am not Doink is tremendous. you all, anybody that's watched me since I started, you all know I ain't no braggart. I'm here to win money. If round 3 hits, the level of cock sucking I'm gonna make people do is gonna be like
unprecedented.
I'm gonna be like, dude, and I'm gonna show like a $1 ticket. Like, Narco, suck my dick. And like Quinn, I get along with Quinn enough at this point. Like, I don't have a problem. Like, I like him enough. And he goes, oh, dude, he's a terrible grappler. I'm like, well, I capped it at plus 7,850. So, like, I think I'm getting value. Like, dude, again, like, Prince of Mischief has real life money. Like, I have some real life money. Throwing $5 on an 8. Dude, I threw $5 on Dontel Miz round 3 against Hamdi because it was 120-1. I actually can justify this one.
Yeah, right.
Jacob season.
Jacob.
Also, if Jacob wins, It kind of makes Couch Warrior look like a douche. My son. Here, I have a lit cigarette. Yam bags. That's it.
There you go. Perfect. For me, Mick Parkin against Machado. I don't want Mick Parkin at 9,200. Dude scored 68 points. Not even 69, guys. He didn't even do us the service of scoring 69 points. 68 against Jamal Pogues. Never once did he look to finish the fight, much like he who shall not be named, Jamal Emmers. He will not be named again on this show. But yeah, I don't want any part of Mick Parkin at 9,200. I don't know what Kyle Machado can do, but he scored 20 more points than Mick Parkin did if he would have scored points, that is, in DWCS fight. So yeah, this is a big, I like the bags here. I'm going bags as well. And we'll keep this one. We'll stop it. We'll keep this one moving. Lou. God damn it, Lou.
Go back.
I erased it.
No, go back. Okay.
I erased it.
Okay.
I'll go forward. Now we're gonna go backwards.
Okay. No, go back. That's fine. So just one last thing, like, because I know we watch, like, dude, people in our chat want to bet every fight. Dude, even the over 1.5 is like fucking juiced with the Parkin fight. It's a terrible fight. It's heavyweight. There's like no outcome that's
super low level.
All right, now we're ready.
We're ready.
Hold on.
Turn your speakers down.
No, Prince of Mischief's getting all excited, but I feel like you should start. Not start the fight, but who's the guy on the right, Monk?
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, this rather handsome devil on the right, short notice replacement for someone I can't remember. Maybe Cesar Almeida. Dennis Tululin taking on
Christian Leroy. By the way, do people in chat, I feel like only one person knows. You know what it's from, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Can I explain it to people?
Absolutely. Hopefully they don't need an explanation, but please do.
I feel like Easy probably knows, because Easy like kind of just knows fucking everything, like about everything. Easy's like, I feel like people don't get how fucking smart Easy is. He's like one of the smartest dudes I ever met. So yeah, he's doing fucking Cameron Grimes. But like, for you guys that don't fucking know, there was this dude that did, I don't know the video game. It was like
World of Warcraft.
Was it all right? Well, maybe that was it. It was one of those kind of games. But they're doing something, and he's on mic, and like,
you need like 30 real people to do it. They're all playing in the game.
And then you hear, and it ends up being a white guy, but he's doing a black voice, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going in Leroy," and just kamikaze Leroy Jenkins, and then they're like, "Fuck." And they all
get killed.
and like, it was like a huge thing. And then like years later, it's like, oh, it was a white guy. It's like, oh, so he's just a racist, man. Like, I was like, he's like, well, I thought. And then like the best thing since, that's probably racist, but I'm not sure, is the Juggernaut shit.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like, and I'm pretty sure that's like, but I'm pretty sure that's like a bunch of like dudes that just got stoned. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. That's my info. Which is, if you never seen the Juggernaut, just look up I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. It's after this video, of course. Tremendous. Man,
on this episode of 40-year-old talk memes,
dude, I really want to bet Tululin here, like, because
what?
I really want to bet Tululin.
I mean, that is, I did want you to say it differently, but that's not why I said what.
Pinkies up, bitch.
Tululin? What are you betting on Tululin for?
Because like, what's his weakness? It's getting
everything.
No, wrong.
Dude. Everything.
Who's he losing to, dude? Kizriev taking him down and fucking him up on short notice. Iron Turtle taking him down, fucking him up. Dude, fucking G-Rod taking him down, fucking him up.
He lost to Jamie Pickett. Or he beat Jamie Pickett.
He fucked Jimmy. You know why? Because Pickett couldn't take him down. And like, look, you and I are fans of like Todd Barry and like all these fucking weirdos. Okay, well, Todd Barry just hangs out with Russians and delocated. What do? They fucking drink vodka, they smoke, and they fucking brawl. I don't know that conditioning's like, unless Leroy Duncan is just working the body. I don't think Tallulin gets tired. And like, dude, I think Tallulin's not horrible here. Like, look, if you're gonna end up laying like fucking minus 250, because I don't think the odds are they even out yet. Like,
I only saw the money line on Bet Online.
There's still the under 1.5 is plus 105. Like, okay, so let's say under 2.5 is like minus 230.
No, this is going over.
I kind of think Tallulin's like, dude, if he's not getting taken down, it's minus 410. Jesus fucking Christ. For under 2.5. I mean, look, okay, I'm not betting it, but like, let me ask you, so I'm just going to flip this to you. 4% ownership, 3% ownership for Tallulin. Like, and I'm asking you this because you've done all these fucking tournaments. I've done all these tournaments so much in my life. It's dudes like this with the meme round 1 KO. They win you $100,000, dude. And you know it.
For sure. And this fight does fit the criteria of we had
Duncan's never been KO'd, by the way. Just let me make that straight.
We had a late replacement, so now the salaries are altered. It's not the regular salaries. We've got a lower total salary than the usual
free
60.
square, the free square, as they say.
It equates to like almost a 90% optimal rate between one of these two salaries. So if you're saying 3 or 4%, I'm at least doubling that, probably going up to 12 on Tallulin just because of that stat specifically. If he does win, it's going to be optimal. But I am favoring Tallulin. What is wrong with me? I am favoring Christian Leroy Duncan to get the win. I will be playing him in DraftKings as well, just because of the short notice super value on his salary, which I think it's like 8,500. If I'm 8,500. So yeah, give me both sides. I will be over the field on Mr. Pinkies Up Dennis Tallulin this week over Christian Leroy Jenkins for sure. But yeah, I think you need to go over on this fight. Play more than what the ownerships do suggest would be my suggestion. Next fight, a guy I love to hate on, Jose Johnson, taking on a guy that maybe Lou has possibly seen at a family reunion, Chad Anheliger, minus 1. I didn't tell him I was going to do that.
Well, when we posed for the picture, we all did this.
So good. I couldn't help it when I saw it. I was like, holy shit. Minus 135 fight does go. Plus 105 fight doesn't. Or fight does. I had it backwards. You can read. You know what I'm saying. Minus 200 for Jose Johnson. Plus 170 for Chad Anheliger. Yeah, this fight, I don't know. I'm going to defer to Lou because I have a weird, and I don't know why, hatred of Jose Johnson. I just don't like him. I don't think he's good, and I'm probably wrong. I'm super biased against him for no reason at all. So I'm not the best person to to ask about this one. And I think Chad Anheliger sucks. I think he's bad. So I'm honestly listening to other people in the community. I'm going to listen to what Lou has to say. But I'm as of now, I'm just playing this pretty evenly as far as the weight goes for DraftKings. So the pick, honestly, I'm leaning the underdog here, Chad Anheliger. But like I said, I'm super biased against Jose Johnson, so maybe Lou can sway me one way or the other. Yeah, right.
So first of all, fuck you. You can suck my cock. The Betya clan has no Chads.
No Chads in the Betya clan. Chad Betya.
So friend of not the show, but friend of I guess whoever's paying him to do things. Clint. He's a fan of everybody's paying him to do shit. Clint's my buddy. I like Clint, and he posted a bet today. He bet Anheliger, and I talked to him in our group chat, and I'm like, "Why?" And I said, "By the way, I don't want sentences. You bet a dude named Chad. Why?" And he said, he's like, do you want the full explanation? I'm like, I want you to say this is dirty, but you had to do it because of the price. Because that's the only explanation. There's no price where I'm betting a guy named Chad. If Jose Johnson was minus 1,400 and I know that Henniger is the side, I'm never betting it. Because then I'm betting hey, babe, I bet Chad here.
I bet Chad.
She's leaving me. And that's the end of my life. So, I mean, this line is crazy. I kind of like the under 2.5. It's priced well. I think Jose should fuck him. I think Jose should fuck him up. He's got a reach advantage. He's better on the ground. And like Elatang Haile like looked like fucking Kamzat against that Henniger, like fucking chucking him down like he just fucking abused him. Like, dude, Elatang Haile looked like the goddamn greatest fighter ever put on God's green earth against Henniger.
Yeah, that's not good.
And like Jose Johnson really like in his last fight, whatever, dude. I think Blackshear's like fine. Like he got caught, he got taken down by a guy who like needed to win to save his career. Like whatever. Like I don't look at it like it's bad. This is a fight set up for fucking Jose Johnson. Like, and so look, I can't bet this line. I think if you're gonna bet, just bet violence. If you want to do like fight doesn't go, I think that's like, and Henniger could like have some like weird fucking Chad violence. Jose should just piece him up. But I can't pass it to you without again mentioning, as like the second time, that Jose Johnson, when he was on the Contender Series, because you can't watch the replay anymore, he had 2 fucking hoes at cage side. And somebody's like, nah, it was his family. I'm like, well, one was black, one was white. I don't want the family. So I mean, I want his family. I'm like, I'm sensitive in these times.
In these times.
In these sensitive times.
In the parlance of our times.
But well, they were sluts. There's no fucking doubt in my fucking head. And they showed him after the fight. And this was like right after like months after COVID, like nobody could go in the Apex. And these were 2 fucking hookers. So my respect. So my respect. No, this isn't Ishihara level. Ishihara won his fight and then like procured hose. This was a dude that brought hose in anticipation of him winning a contract. So I respected immensely that he brought hose. And like again, they were fucking hosed. He brought fucking.
He was stuck beforehand. He got her out.
Minus 30,000. He fucked them both that night.
Minus 30,000.
And by the way, value side 30,000. I'd never advocate a minus 30,000 bet. Fuck them both that night. Fuck them both. So I just hose A Johnson.
Jose Johnson, love it.
That should be a nickname show. I'm smoking a cigarette. I want you to start this one because this one's fucking with my head. This one and the Oral By fight are the 2 toughest for me to cap.
Well, we've got Jonathan Pierce here, JSP, taking on Joe Anderson. Brito, very close, almost a pick 'em. Slight favorite, Jonathan Pierce, minus 125. Fight doesn't go is a minus 210. Plus 170 does go 8,400, 7,800. I am taking a stand on this fight, and I'm going super heavy on
the whole fight, dude.
On Jonathan Pierce. I'm going super heavy on Jonathan Pierce, what I don't play in Pierce, I'll probably play in Brito. Like 80% of this fight I'm going to play because Brito does hit hard as fuck. But I don't think personally he can stop takedowns. Bill Algeo, the only fighter in his career so far, in Brito's career that has attempted to take, or that has taken him down with success, I should say. He took him down twice. Andre Feely's not trying to take you down. Lucas Alexander not trying to take you down. And Weston Wilson is Weston freaking Wilson. Pierce doesn't have the greatest last 5. I mean, Kai Kamaka, Omar Morales, C-Rod's in there. Makwan Amirkhani's not good. And then Darren Elkins is like damn near 40 years old. But Pierce has done nothing but score 1,000,000 points in every single win. So, yeah, give me Jonathan Pierce. I'm going hard on this one. I think he takes down Brito. I think you're good on Prize Picks. A lot of the Pierce. I think Pierce fantasy score on Prize Picks was like 76.5, dude. If he wins, he's going to score way more than that. I think his takedowns was at 2. I think if this fight gets to the second round, he's going to have more than that. So give me Jonathan Pierce for sure. But what I don't play in Pierce, I'll have a little bit in Brito as well, because the boy hits hard. What do you got on this one?
Yeah, I'm on my Peloton, my standing desk right now. I'm a midget. All right, so like, I'm always honest. Like, there's fights that like I have trouble capping, and like, dude, I have a track bet on Pierce at minus 130, 1.3 units. Like, I didn't go crazy. Like, all fucking week, I'm like making the case for both. So I don't even know how to, like, I don't think I'm gonna like negatively break this fight down. I don't think Brito was round 1 or bust. And I don't think Pierce is necessarily can win. Like, I don't think it's the narrative that like, oh, Pierce has to survive the round. I don't. Like, I think Brito's like really good. Yeah, I'm the worst. Plus 70% ROI, bitch. Nah, Big C is my dude. He's mad that I couldn't do a show when I was already doing a show. I just the third one with the prison. And also the first 2. So here's how I'm going to tell you an interesting way to play this fight. I just think this prop is mispriced. Is Brito round 1 submission is 1,200. I saw Daz said he got it at like 1,500. I guess depends on your book. Look, everybody's like, oh man, Pierce is hittable. Brito can KO him. And I get it. That's how Pierce loses. Like, I get it. But you have a guy in Pierce that's going to be shooting takedowns early and often. You have a guy in Brito that can crack. And Pierce has gotten himself into so much fucking trouble. Like, C-Rod had him in trouble. Like, he's... And like, they should have probably stopped the fight against Elkins, but Elkins even in the third round had some success. Like, I like Pierce's, like, weapons. Like, I like that he's, like, a fucking gamey dude. I think Pierce at 38 is going to be, like, Darren Elkins, and he's going to be hilarious, and I'm going to love him.
The damage tattooed on his chest.
But at plus 1,200 for the round 1 submission on a guy who's going to be shooting a lot of takedowns and a guy who's going to be completely outclassed striking, I don't know why that's like, I think that line is like completely bonkers. I love the round 1 sub here, like for Brito. I love it. I think, again, it's, and just so you know, I want to give you perspective. I want to give you perspective on why this prop is so stupid at 1,200. The lines have now, like, all these props have like kind of gotten shittier the last couple of years. Okay. Even that being said, Guido Canetti round 1 KO against, the fuck was that pink-haired dude's name? Mourinho?
Chris Moutinho. Chris Moutinho.
He was plus 1,000 KO round 1. In a bet that I not only gave on this show, but like me and Tommy, like, hammered. We're like, I'm like, dude, it's his win condition. And he fucking wrecked this fucker. That was less odds than this, which is crazy to me, because I can visualize it happening in like 3 different ways. I can visualize it on a bad takedown. I can visualize it on a good takedown and a mistake. I can visualize it on a club and sub. Like, I don't get why it's plus fucking 1,200. You wish you hit a fucking plus 1,000. Dude, he's betting like fucking minus 180s and is like, join my Discord. I fucking hit a plus 1,750 on Monday. Like, dude, all fucking Lou does is hit. I can't. By the way, I'd kill to hit a minus 150. I can't hit any straight bet like that.
Right.
But this is the shit I fucking hit. I think plus 1,200 is way too wide for a lot of ways that I can see this happening.
We will see.
Oh my God. Dude, Big Steve's coming in here for like these two fights to be like, you're a fucking shit capper, and then he's gonna leave. Because he lives in like an imaginary country that doesn't even really, Australia doesn't really exist, except for my paychecks, which are very real. If my boss is watching, they're very real paychecks.
Here we've got Uros Medic taking on the Hat God, Mikey Oralby, plus 120 for Uros Medic, plus 120. The disrespect for Uros Medic, minus 140 for Oralby, 8,900 and 8,400 for the DraftKings salaries. Lou, what do you got? Is Oralby worth playing?
Dude, now that Steve's in the chat, like he's fucking with my head, man. Okay, so like people are like, oh, Lou doesn't do tape. I fucking do tape. I have a TV. I have a computer. I fucking tape. Do I tape Jim Miller versus Donald Cerrone? No. Because what the fuck would I? Because I know what I'm getting, and I feel like I nailed that one perfectly. No, actually, well, I'm mad at Monk for not putting the belts. I said, I'm like, no belts.
Oh, the hat, like the hat. I was so proud of the hat. I sent it to him. What does he say?
Like,
No
put the fucking
belts?
yeah. Where are the belts? Where are the
What
fucking
the
9
fuck?
belts?
These ungrateful.
I am ungrateful. Well, if you're gonna do the fucking hat, put the fucking fake belts on them.
I go the extra mile, and they want a whole nother mile on top of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna say exactly what I said yesterday when Big Steve wasn't watching. Now that Big Steve's here, there are guys. There are guys in the space that I have the utmost respect for, and Big Steve knows. Like he can brag on me all he wants. Like he's the best capper in the fucking space. You guys, by the way, if you guys aren't following Big Steve, best fucking capper in space, and he's a ball buster. Like you get entertained, best fucking capper in space. Not even close. Not even fucking close. Number one. Him and other guys that aren't as good as him. Love this guy. Love Moral Oral. So I watched the tape as much as I could. And here's what I see. And like, I'm not as good as these guys, but I can only trust me with this. He's a grappler that like is going away from grappling. He wants to strike. And I think his kicks are good. I think his leg kicks are good. He throws some to the body from what I've seen. I think his punches are kind of rudimentary. It's 1-2s. That's it. Like that's kind of all he throws. Yes, he had a meme uppercut against this fucking pimp, Haywood Jablomi, Haywood Charles. I don't love his striking. More importantly, I think his striking defense is fucking shit, dude. Like, I think he's facing guys that just can't hurt him. I think his striking defense is really bad. It's very bad. And I think that like maybe when he was grappling on the regionals, and I didn't see all his tape, so like I'm not, I'm not like the expert on, fucking Mictelbick, fucking Moral Oral.
My titty back.
I think that he's taking this fight on short notice. He's going to be undersized.
This is a legit question.
Yeah, but it's one pimp hand is way stronger. Way fucking stronger, dude. I don't know how to really rate Medic. Like Medic, this is his second fight at 170. Steve and I were talking earlier. Like, I don't really rate Semmelsberger. He's kind of a meathead with bad fight IQ. And Semmelsberger had him fucked up and then made this colossal, hilarious mistake to just go to the ground when like he just could have been like, get him up.
Everybody was on Semmelsberger that week. So funny.
And he did nothing on the ground. I was too. Like, and he did nothing on the ground, and he let him kind of recover. And then Semi, who's like typically has a great gas tank, like just completely gassed. And Medic was just a fresher fighter and kind of came on strong and was landing bombs. So this is weird because now we have a DraftKings for you where now you have, this is the not free square where both guys, but yet I love the under. And I think that if Oralby can like, if he goes for grappling early, I think he makes this like insanely difficult for Medic. I think if he bonks Medic and goes to the ground with him, he finishes him. At the same time, he's just there to be hit, man. And like the short notice nature of this, I mean, like he's not worried about weight cuts, like because he's kind of undersized anyway. He's in and out of camp. He just fought a couple weeks ago. I think this line steam was crazy that it went to like, it was minus 170 something at a point. Now it's kind of come back. Steve brought up a good point to me like earlier in the week. It's like, well, Medic was training for a striker and now he's training for a grappler. But like, here's my counter argument. He's probably been training for grapplers anyway, like just in his general camps. Like he either has it or he doesn't. It's not like he like, that was my instinct tells me Medic is going to knock this fucking dude out. And I'm waiting for a number on it. I love whatever the under is. I'm going to fucking, it's going to be like minus 230, I'm sure. Like to give you a point of reference, the Medic Semmelsberger under 2.5 was minus 205.
Mm-hmm.
So if,
we barely missed that one.
But maybe, I know, but maybe at best here we're getting like minus 230, 240 for under 2.5. I think it's a good parlay piece, dude. I know World Buy's never been finished. But dude, he was like minus 1,300 in his last fight. The broadcast said 2,300. Tapology says 1,300. He's a massive favorite against Haywood Charles, who like stinks. He's a regional fucking bum. And Charles had some success. Even like going for a fucking ankle lock. I mean, it was an ill-fated like fucking ankle lock. But like he kind of, I don't think he covered his. He got a meme uppercut. Like he crushed him. Crushed him, dude.
Yeah.
But you know who else did that? Cortavius Romeus. Like you have, like he crushed him with an uppercut. But this dude's this Haywood Charles is a fucking bum, dude. Like he's a fucking bum. He's a bum for LFA. Like he's a bum, dude. Like, I don't know, man. I think Medic's gonna knock him out, dude. It's, and I went back and forth with this one too because there's a very strong path for World Buy to like go for takedowns early, but just watching his last few fights, man, I kind of think he's getting to this point where he's working on his striking and he's not going to takedowns enough and doing like an in and out of camp. Yes, cardios look good. He's underweight, like he's not worried about that. But I don't know if he can do like 15 minutes of hard grappling and like he's just fucking there to be hit, man. Skill for skill, I think World Buy is better. But his striking defense is so fucking crappy, in my opinion, that I think Medic is gonna fucking tool this dude. I honestly think Medic knocks him out. His first finish loss. Dude, I dive deep on tape when I really have to. Because I'm capping fucking, whatever, like a lot of football and shit. I'm not like some expert tape capper, like, some of these fuckers are. But I had to for this one. What's up, Nigel? Nigel's just gonna hear all this fucking shit I said on Mushroom Show. I think Medic finds the chin and fucking puts this guy out. And last thing I'll say is that this is gonna be Medic's second fight at 170. I'm like, I don't love doing like the Instagram shit and all that crap because I'm old. But like everything I'm seeing like from his camps and everything is like it seems like this is just where he should be. Feels good. Like he said he's never felt healthier. And like, look, dude, I'm not a pro fighter. It's a tough life. If you're fighting it like not 100% healthy, and like you're not at the right weight class and you finally get like a team that's like, here's nutrition, here's like your weight class.
Yeah.
It's really hard to cap a guy like I don't cap his Jalen Turner fight at all with this. Like, dude, short notice, wrong weight class. You lost to like a really good guy. Okay. Like, that's not this fight. Like, so I'm playing Matic KO. I know Steve is Serbian. So there's no way he hates my fucking bet. Let's go, sir. Steve, spend your last soccer dollars on Medic by Serbian violence. But hold on. Let me make this better. Monk, Medic by a Serbian film.
I was waiting for that one. There we go. 2 fucked up films in one show. Love it.
Yeah.
For DraftKings, I was on the Medic side the whole week. I was gonna play a bunch of Parsons as well. I was gonna play a ton of this fight, to be completely honest. And then Parsons unfortunately fell out, and we've got Oral by here. Now all the value is gone on 8,900 Medich, since he is the dog and he's one of the more expensive fighters on the card. So yeah, I don't know. Immediately I wanted to play Oral by, but I agree with Lou. I think Medich gets it done here. So I'm gonna be playing Medich, not as much as I would have been. And I'll play a little bit of Oral by, but honestly, Medich, I completely agree. I like this guy. I think he gets it done. I think
Don't
he's
play in cash.
I think no, don't. No,
Do
no,
not
no.
play
Do
this.
not
Do
play
not
it in
play this
cash.
fight in cash, dude.
Not ever. Not any part of it. Don't even think about it.
Fuck
But yeah,
that.
just GPPs. I like Medich. I'm excited to see what he can do. This one's on short notice against a guy who doesn't have any UFC fights, and there's a ton of juice coming in on him. So yeah, I'm going with Medich here. Love the Medich.
He has
side
more
this
chest hair
week.
too than your picture.
Way more covered.
And as people would have said as Tommy would have said, better nips.
Yeah. Well, who was it? Somebody has the best nips on this card. I don't know if we got to him already. No, we haven't.
Hooper, is it Hooper?
No.
Who is it?
It's the fight after Hooper.
It's
a sleeper pick.
All
it's a sleeper pick. We'll get to it.
All right.
Next fight. Amanda Ribas taking on Luana Pinheiro.
Not the best nips.
Not the best nips. Minus 150 does go to decision. Plus 120 doesn't. Amanda Ribas minus 230 in this economy, Lou, taking on Pinheiro at plus 195. 9K for Ribas. I'll keep this one easy. I am picking Luana Pinheiro, and I'm playing her in DraftKings. I'll play a little of both sides, but Ribas is just so up and down. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah, she's lost to some decent competition in her last 5. Macy Barber, Caitlin Chukagian, and Marina Rodriguez. She did put up 115 against Araujo, but then she put up 78 against Verna Jandiroba. So you really don't know what you're going to get. Pinheiro, one of the better acting jobs we've seen so far in the UFC, has a win over Marcos Hughes and Michelle Waterson Gomez, but she's just gone downhill with her DraftKings scoring 130, then 80 in the Hughes fight, then 51 against Waterson Gomez. So I'm not excited for this fight for the most part. Avoiding it in cash. I'll play some of both sides in GPPs, but I'm picking the dog here. It's probably stupid, but yeah, this is going to be a dog pick for me. What have you got on this straw weight battle?
100% agree. And Pinheiro KO at plus 500 seems incredibly wide to me. I feel like Ribas is the kind of fighter you want to bet at like plus something and not this.
Yep.
The weight move I don't like. And look, dude, I had Pinheiro. I had the under in the Marcos fight. Rudy's like, I'll never forgive her for like that fucking drama shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, this is like, all of this is makes. Yep. Yeah. This is literally the most. This should be pinned to the channel. That comment. Forget about this video. That should be pinned to the fucking channel. Yeah, and like I want to just like I like Pinheiro and I like the KO, but like I think the Pinheiro fight against Sam Hughes is interesting because like somebody's like, oh man, like the Waterson fight was whatever, and like, but dude, Waterson's kind of like a tricky fight for a young fighter. The Sam Hughes fight I think is aging like really well because Sam Hughes is like kind of getting better and better. Like, dude, you know, I know she didn't start her career out well, but like Hughes is developing and like her cardio is really good. And Pinheiro, I think that win's only going to age better. Ribas' takedown defense is 88%, 90%. I think it's 80%, if I'm not mistaken. I'm doing it off memory. It's good. It's insanely good. And I'm not sure that Ribas like is really going to like go for a lot of takedowns. If this is a stand-up fight, dude, I think Pinheiro, like Ribas outstrikes like the Journas of the world.
Yep.
She's not. I don't think she's outstriking Pinheiro, and I'm like, it's weird. I think this line. And the KO at 500. Look, I think Pinheiro probably more often than not wins like the first 2 rounds, and the third round gets like really greasy. Like I think that's like kind of the majority odds wise of how this plays out. But dude, plus like 510 on my one book and plus 500 across the board. you could do a lot more. Like, I mean, you know, like my buddy's like, well, Rublev hasn't been knocked out in these fights. I'm like, okay, well, the Chukagian one doesn't count. Chukagian ain't knocking nobody out. Like,
Nope.
I think Pinheiro can knock her out, but the reason to get greedy, like 2-1 is fine by me, dude.
Love it. I agree. 2-1. As Prop Joe said, buy for one, sell for two. What else do you really need? Next fight, Peyton Talbot taking on Nick Aguirre.
The dot.
What is that?
Well, it would be a dot in his butt.
Minus 210. Fight doesn't go. Plus 170. Minus 800 for Peyton Talbot. Plus 550 for Nick Aguirre. Why don't you start us off here?
I have a tracked bet on this fight. I bit the juice, which is unlike me. I did over 1.5 minus 170. I have now added a bet at bigger money. I did. You see, I wanted to see if Lou was still here. He knows. I bet the Talbot and over 1.5 same game parlay. Like it's just a one bet, like a lot of these books offer, is minus 125. I'm not convinced Talbot gets a KO here. Everybody's like all about it. It's like, look, man, this dude just went from minus 160 against Reyes Cortez, who I don't think is terrible. And now he's minus 800 against a guy with like actual tangible UFC experience, never been finished.
Mm-hmm.
His KO props are fucking shit. It's like 325 and 550. Or not KO, just rounds for 2-3. Like they're shit. For a debuting fighter, I've been through this with Talia Santos. I've been through this with like fucking debuting fighters, dude. Like it doesn't always go their way. I think Aguirre is shit. I don't think his wrestling is good. It's definitely not as good as Cortez's. I saw our boy Stargarian was talking, you know, and John, you know, I respect John, and he's like looking for ways to fade Talbot. And you know he's gonna bet Aguirre, because I know John and I know just what he's gonna. Because like an hour for the fight, he's like, so I bet Aguirre. I'm like, I know he's gonna fucking do it because it's John and he's gonna fucking bet it. And I love, like, I mean, he bet Jamie Pickett against Bo Nickel. He's betting Aguirre. He's like, he's got bad hips, this, that. It's like, I don't think Talbot has bad hips. He's so crazy athletic. He can like wiggle his way out of like takedowns. I really believe it. Like, and I think Aguirre's wrestling is like worse than Cortez. Like, I don't think Cortez is great, but he's tough. But Aguirre's never been finished. So how do I know? Like, people are like, oh, Talbot's going to fuck him up. It's like, we don't know that. I think Talbot wins the fight.
Yep.
I think the line's crazy. But Talbot over 1.5, like minus 125, I thought was like really appealing to me. And look, if Talbot bonks him in the first, it'll be his first round finish ever. So it's going to be his first round finish against the best guy he's faced. So if I lose that bet, okay, like then that's how I lose that bet. But like, you can't bet the round 2 and round 3. Like it's terrible.
I agree. Yeah, Peyton Talbot is the pick for me. I don't put much stock in.
Good pick, Monk.
Thank you. Thank you. Monk. But what I will say is I'm fading him completely almost in DraftKings. I don't want any part of this, 9,500 or not. I am that's my big fade. So while everybody's putting him in their cash lineups, putting him in their GPPs, I will not be, and that's where I'm going to get value this week. I'm playing who we're going to talk about in the co-main event. I'm playing that guy, and then the rest of my cash lineup is stacked with mid-range people. So that's kind of how I'm going about it this week. I don't like Peyton Talbot at 9,500. I'm just not. So while I'll give you the obvious pick, I will give you the not so obvious fade of the 9,500 guy. Next fight. Here we go. Chase the Dream Hooper, or apparently the Teenage Dream. I don't know if he changed his nickname or if people are just wiling out against Jordan Levitt. Minus 200 for Hooper.
What did you just say? You say wild? You say wild and out?
Wild and out. No, I didn't say wild and out.
If you're gonna say wild and out, show your tits.
No, I'm not. I said wild and out. There's no D in that. No D in that one. Against Levitt, who may or may not be fighting. So yeah, this is the one. Maybe a Hooper max bet. That might be the case, but This fight could also not happen, so don't set your lineups with it quite yet. At least make some alternatives. He
Max
already
push.
said
Max push.
he already said that Levitt might be pulling out, which is odd because he'd be pulling out because he didn't pull out 9 months ago. His wife is having a baby, and if it happens before the fight, he is not going to be fighting. So, yeah, I don't know about all of that. I'm making alternate lineups. We'll just say that. So, yeah, I'm going with Chase Hooper, though. I'll be playing some of Levitt. Actually, if I knew this fight was going to happen, I would be pretty heavy on it, to be completely honest, because one of these guys I think is going to look better than we probably expect, and I think he's going to score well. So, and I also think that has a possibility of being Jordan Levitt, because I'm unimpressed with both guys for the most part. What have you got? You like Mr. Chase Hooper this week? Roman Kopylov, the American version?
I'm gonna give you a -800 bet here.
Oh my goodness.
Brady sends me a message that says my lineups are fucked, and my response is gonna be like, dude, is your wife not had the baby yet? My biggest concern is that his wife's gonna have the baby next, like a week from right now, and steal my birthday. and I have told Brady that if you have the baby on the 24th, I'm the godfather, and there ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it, or she can do about it. That's the punishment for
You're gonna have all your haters killed during the baptism.
I'm like, bro, you can have the baby any other day. If you have the baby on my birthday, I'm legit the fucking godfather of it. Okay, so I saw this line in the week immediately, and I'm like, you have to bet Levitt at the price. And then I dug deep. And people are like, everybody's like, well, Hooper's improving. He's young. Dude, Levitt's 28, man. Like, he's improving too. He's young. Okay, to say he's mentally distracted is going to be an understatement. Because, dude, and there's no knock, there's no insult here. How are you not fucking distracted? You're having a baby like any day, dude.
Your first child.
Second.
Oh, it's a second? Well, then it's not as bad.
Yeah, but it means he's had sex twice.
That's true. It does mean that.
So it means he's less of the gay. Now, I mean, that hair part is like, I just like it's like hair part versus this mop, and it's like I don't know. It immediately makes me want to fast forward past this entire life that I'm doing right now. Like, I'm not here for this crap. So I think Hooper wins. I hate round 3 decision bets. I hate them, but I love it here, dude. I fucking love it. I think Hooper late. I think Hooper's a great live bet. I think Levitt wins round 1 at a pretty high clip. Hooper gets top timed in every fucking fight, dude. He loses control. Like, dude, like, I have this. Hold on. I'm pulling out my notes, which are like in my head, but like, I feel like this one's important. I'm not bringing up the control time, but like, Kalash top timed him.
Yeah.
Even Fiore had top time. Here's my biggest problem with Hooper, and I said this. I'm repeating myself now with all these fucking shows, but it's the last show of the week, and you deserve to hear this, Monk. These odds makers have no fucking clue how to line Hooper, and I want to give you a history of the history of. I wish we had like a graphic for like the history of Chase Hooper right now. He's minus 310 against Peter Barrett. Peter Barrett, he probably should have been like minus 1,000. That was like when the hype train came up. These aren't in order. I'm just letting you know. He's minus 230 against fucking Bruce Leroy. Okay. He's minus 125 against Steven Peterson, who just, like, the only thing he did wrong is not ask him out to a seafood dinner. He's minus 300 against Steve fucking Garcia.
Yeah.
Okay, these are all fights he lost. Now I want to talk about the ones he won. He's plus 155 against Felipe Kalash. I don't like advertising other shows, but I would tell you, go watch the Club and Sub for just this fight, because Storgarian was like fucking hilarious. And every time he brought up Kalash, Denny Lags, who you know never talks, was like, R.I.P. Kalash. Like, come on, John. And he's like, right. But he's fucking terrible. And he's like, yo, R.I.P. Kalash. Like, it was really fucking funny. And he was plus 110 against Nick Fiore, who's like Fucking horrible. So
Right.
what am I getting at here? A, they don't know how to line this fucking dude. B, he wins when he's an underdog and he loses his favorite. Now, this is the second fight at 155. There's so much we don't know. And I like Levitt and I respect Levitt. And I think Levitt can win a lot of minutes. This whole having the fucking kid thing, I'm telling you, there's no way he goes in there and like, this is not on his fucking head, dude. Like, so don't play this in DraftKings. Like, I mean, in all fairness, like with everything you've seen week after week, and we can blame John Kelly for late swap, but like, if this fight has a potential to be canceled, like it's weird that this has to be in your strategy on a 14 fight card, right? Like,
yep.
So look, I like Hooper to win. I think the first round's probably dicey. I think his cardio is good. I think his skill set's only going to get better. They love him. They're pushing this kid. I like the round 3 decision. I think Hooper by decision is probably like the most likely outcome. And if this thing goes to split, it's rigged as shit and Hooper wins.
Yeah.
So like there's that. But I like Levitt, man. I do. I really like. And by the way, he had a great like Instagram thing. I only know it because somebody tweeted it where like they showed the odds on his Instagram, and he's like,
"Oh yeah,"
he's like, "Nice odds, bitch, nigga." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "Oh shit!"
What the hell?
I love it. I love it. Like he actually cares about the betting angles. Like I love that he like, dude. He's like he seems like a really cool dude. That like, I hope. Levitt's going to be the guy that retires at 35 and he's like a millionaire because he invested his money.
Very self-aware.
Like he invested his money so well. Like he's like, I think he's a really smart dude. And I think he's a really good fighter, man. It's a weird match. Like, dude, he won the first round against Paddy Pimblett.
Oh yeah.
It's not debatable. Levitt's going to have the baby literally burst out of his fucking butthole. Go ahead.
Next fight. And here we go. The best nips on the card. Minus 320. Michael Morales. Look at those babies, man. Come on.
They're strong nips.
Strong nip game.
Best nips. I don't know about best nips.
On the card. I mean, it's close. Jake Matthews far down
in the Paul Krieg
game. But yeah, we haven't gotten to Paul Krieg yet. Minus 320 for Morales, plus 270 for Matthews, minus 180 doesn't go. 9,100, 7,100. I only like one side of this one, and it is the Morales side. But why don't you get us started? Because I don't have a ton to say about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this easy. Morales is gonna fuck him up in the distance, minus 105. He's gonna fuck him up. The sub prop at plus 800. I know Morales doesn't have like, dude. He's gonna fucking use his range. Matthews is gonna start shooting takedowns out of panic. Saw Max Griffin, who's way better than fucking Max Griffin would fuck Matthews up. I don't rate Matthews. I said this on Mushroom Show. I said this yesterday. I swear to God, people are capping Matthews on this Fialio win still. Like
exactly.
It's crazy to me. He stinks.
Paper chin.
He's terrible. His skill set, dude. Darius Flowers took this fucking dude down on 2 days' notice, and then Darius Flowers was like, "I have no energy. Submit me." Dude, on this very show, I said Matthews round 2 after Flowers gasses.
Yep.
It fucking hit. Round 2, I nailed it. It was like plus 750 for the round 2 sub. I'm like, I don't care. It's a horrible price. I'm like, this is literally how this fight's gonna go. I fucking nailed it. It was easy. Matthews stinks. I've read I think I'm like 100% on Matthews fights. I had like Brady submission again. Dude, I've nailed every fucking fight of this dude. I'm telling you, Morales gonna fuck this dude up. And I think Morales submission to plus 800 is like a really good look. I think Matthews panics dives. And last thing I'll say is that like Morales coming off decision win against a really tough dude, Max Griffin. I mean, this is a step down easily. Max Griffin's a fucking durable, tough guy. Morales almost had him out, and there was some controversy there. You don't think his camp, this is the first decision win this kid has in like ever?
15 fights.
You don't think they're like, you don't think the whole camp's been like fucking Tong Po kicking the post? like, you don't think the whole camp's been like, dude, this is not the main event. Co-main event.
Co-main spot.
On on a decent card with a lot of
Not
fights.
in the Apex.
He's gonna fuck, dude. This is set up. He's gonna fuck Matthews up. So, look, I don't like typically betting a prop as like a big bet. I may go like 3 units on this.
Oh shit.
I think Morales fucking steamrolls this fuck, and I'm gonna have a small poke on the sub. But I think Morales just like Vern Schillingers this fucking dude.
Yeah, I love this kid, man. And at
Do
9,100,
people understand that reference?
yeah,
You do.
not a lot of them. I guarantee it. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing him. He's in my cash lineup. He's going in my GPP lineups as well. Way more athletic than Matthew. I mean, Matthew's last 5 is Flowers, Semmelsberger, Fialo. Sean Brady's the only one worthwhile, and then Diego freaking Sanchez in the Fabian days or Fabia days. What's his last name? Who cares? Yeah,
it doesn't matter what his last name is.
Yeah, exactly. It's Morales here. Yeah, I'm playing him a ton. I'm not going to play Jake Matthews at all. And I'm glad that Lou agrees with me because he is, like he said, he knows he's been on the right side of all the Matthews fights. And so I'm glad he agrees with me.
Also hate betting people with 2 first names.
Yeah, Jake Matthews. What the fuck?
Oh, I know Matt Jake Hughes.
Bet Jake Hughes. Best nips, Michael Morales. Here we go.
I don't know.
Brendan
Allen. Paul Craig coming in strong with the nip game.
I mean, maybe they're enhanced. You know, his hairline is enhanced. Who knows?
Are we going to try to say it in Scottish like everybody else, or are we just going to
Paul Craig?
Paul Craig. I admittedly cannot do,
No,
it's not just it's crap.
I'm bad with accents, unless it's Toll Booth Willie, and then I'm still bad. Brendan Allen, Paul Craig, minus 430 for Brendan Allen. The disrespect on my man Paul Craig, minus fucking 430. Plus 330 for Paul Craig, minus 800. Fight doesn't go the distance, 9,400, 6,800. I will start us off. And I mean, the blatant disrespect of Paul Craig is fucking wild to me. So here, Brendan Allen, everybody's all hyped up on Brendan Allen. His last 5 fights, Bruno Silva, who can only beat guys like in the Jordan Wright type category, Andre Muniz, Christoph Jotko, the dirty cheater Jacob Malkoon, and Sam Alvey. Those are his last 5 fights that everybody's all in love with. Meanwhile, Paul Craig's fighting Andre Muniz. He beat him 5 minutes quicker than Brendan Allen did. Johnny Walker, who's fighting guys that are fighting for titles. Volkan Oezdemir, who just beat the killer Bogdan. And Jamal Hill, who will tell you whether you ask him or not that he is the current light heavyweight champion. So, yeah, Paul Craig looked great at middleweight. I think this line is way off. I'll be playing both sides, but honestly, I'm picking Craig straight up, and I'm picking him. I'm putting him in my cash lineups for my 1 punt play, and I don't mind him in GPPs either. Brendan Allen, of course, I'll play some in GPPs, but man, I love to hate Brendan Allen. So, yeah, and there we go. Nigel St. Craig with the perfect nips. It all adds up, guys. It all adds up. Paul Craig, huge upset over this bum Brendan Allen.
I wish Nigel heard a quarter of the shit Tommy says on our shows.
Right.
He'd be like telling Vanessa to like fucking suck his toe as he's like, this man has perfect nips. I saw Tommy tonight, by the way, for a little bit. He was with the family. And Tommy Jr.'s like, look at my cards, dude. He had like trading cards. Dude, Tommy's kid is like the fucking raddest kid. Like he got lucky. Both his kids. He got lucky. Okay, so look. Do I think Allen wins? Sure. Am I ever parlaying Allen? No. System bet is the Craig sub. It's plus 500. And it's not a non-zero chance that Allen knocks him down and dives into his fucking guard.
Right.
It's not. And so if I have to compare Allen's fight IQ, you know who's a good comparison is Nikita Krylov. And what happened?
Yeah, he dove into Craig's guard.
But he didn't just dive into his guard. He knocked him unconscious and then kept hitting him and like woke him up. And then he woke him up and then he got choked.
That's right.
Can I see Allen doing stupid shit? Yeah. So the Bear Jew verse after 2 rounds where this gets like really weird and dark. Do you think Brendan Allen wants any part of the Bear Jew-verse?
Fuck no. He's scared.
But I don't want any part of the Bear Jew-verse. That is a dark and scary fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
I think Craig pulls him in the Bear Jew-verse. I want to look up this number. At least I have DraftKings, which is not a sharp book, but I want to.
While you do that, whatever the parlay for the perfect nip parlay, it's Paul Craig, it's Morales. You got to find the third.
This is tremendous. Paul Craig, round 3 submission is 40-1.
Oh my God, what is wrong with these people?
That's DraftKings. Like my book will probably be like 45, but like I could see Craig getting bonked and bonked and bonked. And then Allen getting frustrated. And by the way, this isn't like Allen going to the ground with Muniz, who's gassed.
Right.
Craig's striking defense is terrible, but his gas tank's never been like a problem.
Yep.
And like, dude, Zlatan can do the man bun. Brendan Allen can't do a fucking man bun. The only bet that I have, so I have a parlay. I haven't tracked it yet, but I put it in. It's minus, and you know I hate juice parlays.
Right.
Like, I hate this kind of shit. I'm not Johnny Capex, where it's like, oh man, over 0.5 rounds.
Right.
I have the Allen Craig fight doesn't start round 4 in Morales, and it's like minus 132. Like it's pretty like reasonable. And I'm like, okay, I feel like that one's like Morales is gonna win, and like if this fight hits the 4th, then like if this fight hits the 4th, I'm fucking live betting Craig to like.
Oh yeah. Shots fired.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I gave out so many. Meanwhile, this guy's like, oh, I like under 1.5 at minus 250. Pay for my Discord. Bitch. Fucking coming at me on my own channel, man. Dude, I go to his channel. I'm like, oh man, support, like much love, like get it, Steve. He comes to my channel. He's like, you piece of shit, motherfucker. I'm like, Steve's the best capper ever. You're a piece of shit, Lou. You're the worst. That's what we get on this channel. Well, at least Jewish Better wasn't in here. I had to block that fucker, that couch jumping motherfucker, because he's bothering me every 3 hours. Are you coming to Austin? Like, dude. And then I found out there, I'm like, dude, if I go to Austin, it's to see Monk and hang out with my buddy Tommy. I said, why do I feel like you're just going to ruin my fucking experience? And he's like, no, I wouldn't. I'm like, I literally feel like from the time I got off the plane, you'd be like, let's hang out, dude. And I'm like, dude, I really don't want to hang out with you, man. And then he's like, you tug on my cock. And I'm like, why are you writing? I don't talk to people like that, dude. Like, I don't talk to people like that at all. It's weird. I blocked him on Twitter. I don't really like doing that. But I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Like, you're so fucking... Dude, you could call me racial slurs. You call me like all fucking names all day. But annoying me gets you blocked.
Yep, that's all it takes.
Dude, I go to sleep and I wake up to fucking 17 DMs from the same guy. Are you going to Austin? Like, dude, okay, you're going to ruin my time, dude. Like, I know. Now I'm not going.
No, I'm not, yeah.
And if I do and I see you there and you have MMA training, I'm going to knock you the fuck out, bitch. Let's put your MMA training against fucking bar fighting.
Yeah, bitch. Exactly.
Value is value, Lewis.
I am going to Austin. I'm getting my ticket tomorrow, Lou, with or without Lou.
He is the fucking Steve, man. He's fucking ridiculous, man.
Hilarious.
I still love the fact that like Steve wore like a headdress one time on his show. And people's like, dude, they're just confusing countries. They're like, Afghanistan's the worst. And he's like, so yeah, you're stupid. Like it's like, do you have a globe? Are globes still even a thing with the fucking
what was the fight we were asking about if people had globes? I can't remember.
Do people even like do people make globes? Like, by the way, I think a globe's like awesome in a living room.
Especially one that opens up and there's a little bar in it.
Dubai, that's right. Steve knows what a globe is. What's crazy is,
Oh yeah, Dubai. Yeah,
what's crazy is I bet a lot of people don't know what a fucking globe is,
that's sad.
or like an atlas, or like,
Or who Rand McNally is.
you know what atlas? Did you ever watch Fargo? Right,
Oh yeah,
the show, not the movie.
yes to both.
That's like one of my favorite lines when he tells fucking Colin Hanks, he goes, Alice used to say during certain maps there'd be dragons. Now maps don't say that. Doesn't mean the dragons still ain't there. I'm gonna roll up my window and leave. And he's like, and yep. Lorne Malvo is the fucking greatest character in the history.
He really is. Old Billy Bob.
What did he say when he picks up his mail? He's like, my name's Duluth. That's not a name. Do I have to come back there? Oh, this is a regular. No, a regular is when I found a fucking human foot in my toaster oven. It's just odd. He's the greatest character on fucking TV history, man.
Such a great show. Season 1 and season 2. I don't think I ever watched season 3.
I didn't like season 2.
I just liked Mike Milligan.
That's the only part of that was good. Season 3 is really fucking good.
Who's in that? Who's the
fucking dude plays 2 characters, but the deaf guy, the killer, Mr. You know, the deaf guy and like Jason, whatever his fucking name, that was trying to kill Lorne Malvo, and the one guy's in the hospital bed.
Yeah.
He comes back and kind of gets like a nice character arc finish. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Season 3 is like, it's like uncomfortable, and then it's amazing. Like if you get to the first 2 episodes, the show becomes like, oh my God, this season 4 was fucking shit. Milligan's awesome.
Which one was one with Chris Rock?
4. Terrible.
Okay, yeah.
Terrible.
I saw that one. Yeah, that was
Milligan's and season 5's coming out like soon.
Nice. True Detective new season coming out as well.
And The Old Man season 2's coming back, which
one of the greatest pilot episodes ever.
No, it was a season.
I know, but the first episode was so good.
With Jeff
Bridges, Daniels,
and fucking
Big Lebowski
and Lithgow. Oh, dude. I mean, that's a Lou show
for sure.
That's a show I could be like, Dad.
Lithgow's great.
My 82-year-old dad would be like, Dad, watch one episode. The only time I ever told him to watch a show like that was Person of Interest, and he's like, so I watched the whole fucking thing. It's tremendous. You ever watch Person of Interest?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Really good. Oh, dude, it was like 100. I mean, it's done perfection. It was a dude from Lost. It was Ben Linus, and it's Caviezel. Was like, oh, it's so good, dude. Person of Interest is like real, and I don't really love that kind of show. Person of Interest is fucking excellent.
Nice. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, look at this. Steve just trying not to break the algorithm. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody watching in chat.
Yes.
And
be safe. Be safe this week, guys.
And happy birthday, me.
That's true. Happy birthday to Lou.
Last time you're seeing me as a spry 45-year-old. I'll be the silver fox when I come back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody be safe. One of the biggest drinking weekends of the year, so just be safe. We've got Uber now, so be sure to utilize that.
Uber!
Yeah, I got nothing this week. As I said at the beginning of the show, check out everything Lou did, props to bet, consider and maybe bet. Yeah, everything else, all the guys in the MMA engine. And yeah, why don't you tell the people where they can find you? No. We're good. They know. They know. It's at Lou Betya. I ain't got shit going on.
Good luck this weekend. Happy holidays. Thanksgiving's like my favorite holiday at the Betya compound.
Yeah.
Like my family gets drunk, except my girlfriend and my uncle. They look at each other and they're like, we hate the fuck out of our life. So
exactly.
Have a safe holiday, guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Like, love you. Thank you for support all these many months and years. 26 of you live. You're all fucking crazy.
Yeah, ridiculous.
You're all a bunch of dummies.
D-gens. Side note, lastly, if you are going to be in Austin for the card, hit me up on Twitter. I will be there with or without Lou, our favorite U2 song. Hopefully with. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it. Without anything else, I don't even remember how to close the show. Oh, yeah, I want all of you to enjoy the fight. So enjoy, and we will see you in the next one.